What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I want to talk to you today on the way back while I have all this fresh in my brain with the instruction of Rich Graham and his co-instructor Shannon. They did an awesome job. I really appreciated the personal instruction. You know, if you need to do something 2, 3, 4 times, you know, to get it right, you know, they were right there along your side, making sure that you were getting it right, which is important. The curriculum itself that was gone over was very, you know, very logical. You know, hallways, doors, you know, stuff that you're going to find in your house that is self-defense, personal defense related, home defense related, and, you know, just stuff like, you know, you go down the hall, there's a door there, you know, check the hinges, you know, so you know which way the door opens, so you know which way to approach it, which actually that was really getting me the second day of today. I wasn't doing that, you know, probably half the time, so I go up to the door and I get into the door too damn far, and then, you know, I'd be like, oh shit, it's not a push, it's a pull, so I'd be deep into it, so I had to adjust my feet and all that. So, you know, they were very, you know, on top of you with that. And, you know, the stuff we went over the first day was a lot of movement based initially. So we went over moving with the gun, and getting used to that, which I'm a very rigid shooter. So going through and doing more of a, I don't say fluid, but more of a, you know, like water. You know, like I'll just rip off Bruce Lee and say, you know, more be like water. You know, that was really difficult for me because I'm a very rigid shooter. So like being fluid in my motions, you know, I had to work on that a lot throughout the weekend, and yeah, that was good. And then they went over the reloads. You know, we have the combat reload or the fast reload, and then you have, or a speed reload, and then you have a tactical reload. So you have evaluated the threat, and if the threat was something that was, you know, you were fear for your life because they presented a danger, an imminent danger to you for your life, and you had taken out that threat, you know, at that point you'd want to, you know, tactical reload because you already cleared the room that you were in and someone is down, and, you know, you want a tactical reload because you're not sure what's going on elsewhere. So you want to have as many rounds in the gun as you can, so to speak. So we went over that, which was cool because, you know, Shannon was instructing it to where you flip the gun to the side and you know, kick the mag, or have the mag come out in your, you know, in your hand and reload, and that really helped me, and I'm going to be implementing that into how I reload my pistols. That was really good, and I really like that method that he taught me. Well, he taught everyone, but, you know, I like that method. And then we moved on to the you know, rifles, which is a whole other animal because you're dealing with that, you know, a very long weapon at that point. So hallways and entering into doorways and stuff like that is a lot, you know, more difficult because you have the length of the weapon. So, you know, how to move around, how to approach a door and enter into a room with a long gun, all that stuff we went over. So we, you know, go into the room and, you know, we open the door, we scan, you know, pan, slice the pie, etc., and then, you know, they would call out different colors of the targets, and we would shoot the target. So that was, you know, I really enjoyed that drill a lot, and I was actually amazed because the first time we did it with the pistols, I was nailing all the targets like on the first shot, and then Shannon, I guess, had to go down range to get something, and, you know, I got interrupted. So my awesomeness got interrupted because the rest of the weekend was not that awesome in regards to my shooting, but it was for that moment in time. But yeah, so that was good. And then we went into doing more of the nighttime stuff and flashlight work and weapon light work. We went to a warehouse, and we were using that and learning about shadows and light that comes into into an area and how to go through an area, how to use your flashlight properly, etc., etc. And then we used the rest of the night to just go over the stuff we went over earlier, but in different spaces, because there's a lot more space there than there was at the range. And that was all dry fire. There was no rounds that were brought into the building. So that was all dry fire and just learning it. And there was a lot of dry fire practice, which was good because you could get down the motions and such, right? So I really appreciated that. And I think part of that was because of the round count too, because people are trying to conserve ammo. So we're trying to get the motions right before you put it in live when you're throwing rounds downrange, right? So I really enjoyed that. And then we came back today. Now I can only do a half a day because I gotta drive home at a certain time, which is now. And what we worked on was hallways, and double door hallways. You go through one door, there's another one. How to approach that? How to if you know someone's in the other room, how do you approach that situation? I asked the question about, what if you're trying to have the element of surprise? Rich really pounds in, you're trying to have the element of surprise, right? It's your house, and you want to be sneaky versus ambushing, right? Versus going at, something like you'd see in the military. And, I said, well, what if you are going into that sneaky and you have a door hinge that's, squeaks? At that point, do you just turn that into like a dynamic entry into the room, versus still being sneaky because you're already giving away your position because, you had something that's giving away what you're doing. So, I asked that question, and, it's a lot of, great questions and stuff get answered throughout the course, and I'm sure this happens at all other courses. But, you learn a lot from other people that are at the course by what they're, discussing with you, but also in the questions they ask, you can learn from each other, stuff you didn't think of. So there's a lot of that going on. And it was a great group of people. Everyone was geared towards helping everyone else, and I really appreciated that. And Rich, definitely drove that point home. That everyone's there to get better and to help each other out. And that's what we did. We went out to dinner, got a bite to eat, and then that was the night before. But then now I'm leaving now, and I really enjoyed all the people there, and I want to say thanks to Rich and Shannon. You guys did an awesome job. I really recommend the courses that I'm sure the other courses are just as good as this one. A lot of stuff they're going to do to push you to the edge, so to speak, and keep you alert. And it's great because, it's stuff you're not going to get when you just go to the range. Even with me, when I go to an open range, on my family range, I still don't have someone there that's going to be pushing me, so to speak, all the time. Nor is it going to be someone who knows what they want to do, and I can tell someone what to do. But the majority of the time, it's just me at the range doing what I'm doing. They're looking at you very closely and saying, okay, hey, I saw that you were doing this, or maybe you want to do that, or good job with this. The feedback there is really great. So thank you guys for putting on a great course. I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to put all the links down below to all their stuff, to Trident Tactical, Trident Fitness, that's Rich's stuff, and that's where you're going to go. The Facebook site down below is usually where he'll post the events. And at the moment, he's traveling around and going to different places. I think he's going to California here soon, so you probably want to check in with that. I'll try to find the link and put that down below to that event so you guys can check in with him. But just a great group of people, and I really enjoyed myself this weekend at the course. So if you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and put them in the comments, or even better yet, if they're for Rich and them, go ahead and put them down there in the at their whatever place, the Facebook site or whatever. You can talk to them that way. So thanks for watching. Until next time, later.